Can I share my screen? Am I good to share my screen?
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Let's move this. Sorry, I can't hit play because the recording thing is in the way. So we're just gonna go with this. I am Justine Boone. I own Treat Me Sweet. There we go. Treat Me Sweet Cookies, and you can check me out online. On all the socials. I love what I do. I'm love what I do. So I'm excited to tell you a little bit about myself. I am from Pennsylvania. Fun fact, I was homeschooled all the way till college, and I turned out pretty normal. I did take years of private art classes, which has made a difference in what I do now. On college break, I worked on a farm and took farm animals into New York City to present to schools and nursing homes. So that's something, a weird fact that I like to share to people. I graduated in 2009 with a business degree from Bob Jones University, which nobody's ever heard about, but I married my college sweetheart, Brandon, right out of school. So I just kind of kept flying down the aisles in 2019. I have, like you said, 3 beautiful children. Haley is 8, she's in 2nd grade. Lincoln is 6, and Clover is 4. 2018, we actually went through the adoption process, and Clover joined our family. So you can see a beach picture of us and us back when we adopted Clover. And it actually happened. We were told it'd be like 2 to 3 years, and it happened within 8 months. So all my kids are really young at the same time. So we also have our fur friend, beautiful Doberman, Mocha. Anybody like Dobermans? Raise your hand if you. She is just so beautiful and great with my kids. And yeah, we just love our family, really close to our extended family. So my background is quite the kaleidoscope. Right out of college, I worked for a pest control company. Really gross, but it was really great experience in the sales world. I went on to be a bridal consultant. Then I went into implementation, became a specialist in healthcare software. I know, can't, fashion consultant after that. But I was always baking on the side for friends and family. It was just such a good art. Art has always been my outlet, and I just love it. I think I skipped this, but back in when I was going to college, I was like, I want to be an art major. I want to be an animator. I want to, I want to do kids books. And my parents told me that artists starve and I have to choose something else. So yeah, I do what everybody else does. I chose business. It's very helpful now. But it's funny because now I am using it and I'm helping other people not starve by feeding them cookies. Fun facts about me. I am fascinated by history, love history, anything post Civil War, all world history, major geopolitical issues. I'm obsessed with true crime. I love plants. I love houseplants. I love to garden, like fashion. I love physical fitness. I've done a Tough Mudder. I'm a big runner, an outdoors person. I like to travel. There's a picture of us on a recent trip that was out on the Golden Coast. I love to draw and paint, obviously. I love photography. And we do a lot of home renovations all by ourselves. So you can see a picture of my current front living space as my husband rips apart our floor. And it will go down, hopefully, and be done very soon. So why I love cookies, why I love what I do. I got married. I moved to New Jersey. Like I said, I needed an outlet. I started Michael's Craft. And by 2011, I found that cookies was my sweet spot, and I just really wanted to pursue it. So you can see my first cookies, pretty average. I was really proud of them. And now something I do now. So there's a recent, artistic piece on a very expensive dog cookie. I took a little bit of a break between 2016 and 20 because I just had too many kids. But at the start of the pandemic, I had a lot more time. I got back into that and I just never looked back. I really, really loved it. But something I try to do, I'm not just a bakery. I'm not something you can walk in, order cupcakes, order cake pops. Like, I'm just very specifically cookies. And I have found, when you're really good at something, and this is across the board, you really hone in on that. So if you try to do everything, you're too thin. You're never going to be good at that one thing and really make the impact. But yeah, it's a very specific niche market. Individuals and companies, they want something show-stopping. They want something impactful, which has opened up a lot of doors to me to work with larger corporate clients. Everything is custom. So sometimes people send me a picture of like cookies that they saw online, like, I want something like this. I'm like, oh, no, you don't. I'm gonna make it better for you. That's cute, but no. So everything I make is completely custom. So like those compasses that you see, they're cookies. It's a 3-layer cookie. Very proud of that. And the Star Wars, I'll typically glean artwork that I find online and just replicate it on a cookie and dress it up. So I love creating that cohesive collection to be something you've never seen anywhere before. I have had a lot of corporate partnerships, Chapstick, CeraVe, Hershey Touch of the World, Marvelous Mrs. Maisel through Amazon, St. Peter's University Hospital, blah, 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 blah. And soon to come, Master Networks. Things that are important to me, and I think this is going to be translated into any business, anything we do. Really quality. If you can get a nice cookie that tastes bad, you don't really like the cookie. It takes away from like, oh, it was pretty, but nobody likes a funny tasting cookie. And then to be something that you can't find anything anywhere else, to stand out in your industry. Providing customers with the best experience possible. I know that's really important to all the people, everybody in this group, because we're here, we're looking to learn, interact, and make the connections, learning how to provide better experiences for our customers that not only, have them refer us, but keep them coming back over and over again. One of my goals is, and everybody knows this, but I have to put it in here because I need help, growing into a larger space and expanding my business so I can serve more people. So if you know of a commercial sized kitchen, pass it on to me. And then how to make it happen. My little tidbits is, always be learning, always be developing new methods, new techniques. Don't stick in what you're comfortable in. Look beyond and push yourself. If we're stagnant, you don't go anywhere. You stop serving people, you get boxed in. So surrounding yourself with people who are more knowledgeable. And I realize the more I learn, the more I don't know. And I love being in this great group for relationships, but I've learned so much and having so many resources, and be open to change. Change is good. If we didn't have COVID, which sucked, I wouldn't have gotten back into this or had the time. So be open to change. Don't be like anybody else. And don't take shortcuts. Really own your business and do everything you can. That's it. 8 minutes.
You rock. So thank you, Justine. That was awesome. I knew it was going to be sweet. Does anybody have questions for Justine? Raise your hand or just shout them out. Adria, go for it.
Yeah, I just want to say, when Justine joined, we had a great conversation, and she is amazing, and she really needs to find a larger place to work from. She's really something. Thank you.
Robert.
Justine, you showed some of those pictures that you painted by hand and some of the ones that are more decoration as opposed to painting. How long does it take you to paint those cookies? Because if someone's getting a dozen cookies and you have to paint a dozen cookies by hand
forever.
That's
forever.
I mean, holy mackerel.
I just have to up the consistency. Price to cover. Yeah. So I have a lot of tools at my disposal. I have a projector which can give me a guide, because as you can imagine, you can't erase black edible ink on a cookie. Just can't. So if you mess up, that's it. There's no, erasing. So I have a guide, and then all the shadowing, all the details, I fill that in. So it makes it a little, it's still hard.
What do you do with the oops cookies?
I try not to have any, but knock on wood.
Aviva.
If I need to place an order for June 4th, like how Do you have any time or do we?
I am
like-
completely booked into July. I'm
Oh
so
my
sorry.
goodness,
I
that's
booked
what I
8 weeks
thought.
out and I have wait lists. So
Okay, got it.
I need
Okay.
bigger space. I need to hire people.
Thank you.
Lou Ann.
I say it was so great for how you ended it about take risks, keep growing and change. I just really needed to hear that this morning. So I'm so grateful to be here. And I also popped in the chat a new thing that Tina did on Thursday about how to make the most of your master network experience. So thank you guys for having me.
Thanks, Lou Ann. I was dying to see that. I didn't get to see it. Emily.
Well, I was going to ask like what your turnaround time is and how far you're booking out, but that was answered. So
There are
Yes,
things
what
I
was
can squeeze in because I have a very expensive edible ink printer. So sometimes I can turn things around. Like if you want a specific thing printed, not everybody does, but it's at my disposal. So that I can turn around. But anything that the character cookie sets will take easily 12 hours. That's my
and I
turnaround.
know as a happiness coach, I shouldn't ask this, but I'm curious what your biggest cookie catastrophe was.
I've missed an order and I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and realized it was due that day. And I got up and had to bake the cookies and make
But
them.
you still did it? Like I'm thinking you ruined like 500 cookies or something.
I have not yet, but I don't want to say it out loud because then it happens.
Oh my gosh, that's
Like,
amazing.
Knock on wood fast. Knock on wood fast.
downstairs. I'm afraid to even talk about it because then something
Okay.
bad will happen. But I'm pretty safe person, if that makes
I'm gonna
sense.
get you out of this, Justine.
No, you're just
rolling into the end of
superwoman.
this, so I'm gonna
All
take you.
the-
I'm gonna say Jessica and then Jeff, and we're out.
I just want to say, Justine, she just made, I think she showed you, or they're on her Instagram, the most amazing graduation cookies for my daughter. So beautiful. And I gave them to everybody. And people were like, you mean we can eat these? Nobody wants to eat them because they're just so beautiful. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Jeff, what do you got to
Hey,
say?
I just wanted to know where are you located now and where are you looking to, what would be your area to move to if you could find something?
I'm in Fairlawn and I'd like to stick within a few miles of Fairlawn, Hawthorne. I'm still the mom that picks up everybody from school. So I don't want to be too far.
Got it.
Thanks.
Great questions, everybody. An amazing showcase, Justine. Thank you so much. I'm gonna turn off the recording now.